All right, boys, we are. Hold on one second. I forgot to plug in. We are here with Topps Series 1. Full jumbo case. Get the case opened up here. All right. It gets a little tight in these parts whenever we get the little thick jumbos back there. Move them out a little bit. Do a little lint roller. Hey, how you doing, Mario? Anyone that missed the spiel about the hockey, or not hockey, sorry, I was talking with Austin about hockey and how I think Bedard's nowhere near the generational talent that everyone thinks he is. I think he's more at best than Eichel, McKinnon. I don't think he's ever going to be a McDavid or Crosby. If you look, McDavid and Crosby were point per game guys. Eichel and McKinnon are kind of guys that are going to finish kind of where Bedard is points wise, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with people. Let them chase what they want to chase for Upper Deck. But no, I meant the history cards. Obviously, we have some Top Series 1 here. The history cards, we'll have a history card break up tomorrow. It's not just history cards. I mean, there's some like relevance. Like there's Obama, Trump, Biden. I mean, I would say that's like not necessarily history. That's like current political affairs. Where'd I put Cal at? Take my boy Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben bought it a card. I'm gonna say good luck to everybody in the break. Hey, how you doing, Christopher? How are the mugs doing? I seen you guys started explaining some other stuff. Yeah, I think I still got to talk to one of your reps. Me and him were playing. I don't even know if it's still the same guy. And then I just got so busy with Christmas. I was gonna say we were playing like email tag and never really like linked up with and answered anything. So it's kind of on me. Oh, nice, man. Nice to hear that. Alright, I'll hit you. I'll shoot you either a message or an email afterwards. I was going to say, yeah, I got like, after I got in the Fanatics break program, everything kind of got a little bit crazy, and then I had to go back into working in an office to be able to hire staff or whatever, but yeah, I was playing back and forth like email tag with somebody for a little bit, and I was just like, I finally should have the website up too by the end of the month. Had one up and it was like terrible, so I just like took it down right away. Had somebody redo the back, like the skeleton of it, then had my buddy, one buddy in Canada, been touching it up some because the person that did the skeleton was like non-responsive. So I was like, man, just give me the password. Okay, fair enough. I was gonna say. I wasn't trying to like dog anybody because I know that like in sales it can be tough if you've never been in sales before. But yeah, I'll just say I would like email him and he wouldn't email me back for a week. And just like if you're, I mean, you know, if you're in the hobby, like there's messages today I still got to go back and look at because I was sitting in work and drove somewhere to go to a different meeting for my government job, and literally there was like 8 people that sent me a message, but they came in through like late, so I didn't notice them till after 6 other people sent me a message. Fair enough. I was gonna say I try not to talk bad about anybody. I was gonna say not everything's cut out for everybody else. I mean, hey, you could have ran a business like Clutch Cards where they run Pokemon, take thousands and thousands of dollars of pre-order, then go out of business and not give anybody another Pokemon. I don't know if you heard about that. I don't know how much you follow the Pokemon community. We have Bobby Witt Jr. to start us off. We have Quintana on the gold foil, Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, Charlie Morton, AJ Smith-Sauver. Actually, I don't even know if Mario heard about that. I was going to say, they were all over. I mean, if you're on Facebook, you saw... Oh, yeah, that's problematic. We got 66 out of 199 going on the Buster Posey going to the Giants. And Evan... We have Ozzie Smith, Joe Adele, Mauricio. We have Trey Cabbage, great name. But yeah, the Pokemon shit with Clutch Cards was... It's funny too. There was on the 1989 on the Trey Cabbage, there was a like a finance company that hit me up because I applied for a like an SBA 7A loan, so obviously like your information gets out to like every single lender and their mom. We have Adley Rutschman, Matt Waldron, Henry Davis, Finnegan on the 1,236 out of 2024. So there was a company that hit me up and they used like a local Baltimore number. So I thought it was like somebody local trying to come to the shop, right? So I picked up the phone because normally I just like ignore them and let them leave a voicemail to figure out who it is. We have Nolan Ryan, Willie Adamas, not local numbers, but like numbers that are from New York or like Chicago, where like the big like finance places are. We have Ellie De La Cruz, Griffey, Goldschmidt, Ronnie Mauricio, and Westberg. And they were like name dropping Clutch Cards, that they finance Clutch Cards. And then I went to go look at like Clutch Cards like record for declaring bankruptcy, and obviously that's like the number one, like that lender was the number one lender that has a lien on their company. Oh, fucking idiots. Anyway. But yeah, pretty much they were just taking MCAs out, or merchant cash advances. No one knows what an MCA is. Which means essentially like a company lends you money and then you have to give them back a percentage of what your gross revenue is. We have Ronald Acuna Jr. on the memorabilia going to the Braves. And a lot of them come with like high interest rates, while Pokemon doesn't have like a big enough profit margin to be taking out like not only just necessarily one but multiple of them. We have Marte, Jonah Heim, but I was like, how does this company have so much money to spend on buying product and came out of nowhere? We have Adolis Garcia, Griffey Jr., Cruz, Cobb, Jake Cronenworth, Luke and Baker. Well, yeah, 31 out of 499. Yeah, apparently it's like thousands of dollars of pre-orders. Like all the pre-orders, not only for Paradox Rift, but for parts of Paradox Rift, but all of the stuff that came out. What was the last set that just came out? Shit. I have some behind me. I can see it's like a purple box. I can't think of what the name's called right now. Paldean Fates. So all the Paldean Fates pre-orders, as well as some Japanese pre-orders and Korean pre-orders they didn't send out. We have Ellie De La Cruz, Tony Gonzalez, Ryan Sandberg, Maddox, Gavin Williams, Morel, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To the point where there's like some guy. Hey, how you doing, JB? There's some guy that we have Cal Ripken Jr. on the Mojo, Masataka Yoshida, Anthony Rizzo, and Juan Soto. There's a guy was on Twitter like taking names for like a class action lawsuit against them because it was so many people. That's just wild. I mean, wild. Let's say we have Julio Rodriguez. We have Evan Carter, Shohei Ohtani, and Ryan Sandberg. Like, the biggest reason I didn't take Now I'll do Pokemon pre-orders once I get the website up, but I also know I'm going to get at least 40 booster boxes of every release minimum. I could probably order upwards into the hundreds depending on how big the print release is. But the reason I never did any Pokemon pre-order was I just never knew how much I'd get, so why take pre-orders if you're not going to get enough, A. But yeah, man, that's wild. Like, or like take it, like if you take pre-orders even for sports cards, until you know that stuff's going to be sent to you, like putting out pre-orders too early I think sketchy too. Like look at the UFC stuff got delayed by like 2 months. Like UFC was supposed to come out in February, like 3 weeks ago now, and it got postponed till like right around UFC 300, which is what, in April. I think they're gonna release it maybe UFC 300 is in May and they're going to release it the end of April. I have to go look it up. I mean, Topps already took pre-orders for it too. I know they didn't have a checklist, and a lot of people didn't pre-order it or rushed to pre-order that are big UFC fans because there's no checklist, so they weren't sure who had autographs in it or not, which, I mean, I don't blame some people. That's like a huge thing in UFC that really matters. I'm actually surprised Panini's still doing so well with basketball and football. I mean, I guess when you have like potential generational guys like CJ Stroud and Wembanyama, you can get away with not having autographs in a product, but I really thought that Panini would struggle more to get football and basketball products moved. But yeah, that Clutch Cards place was like all over Facebook. If you talked about Pokemon, like their ads came up. And they were pushing hard on Google too. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. We will run 78 after this. That did fill. We have Otani, Bo Naylor on the Future Stars, Lou, J-Rod, Astros No, Will Clark, Ken Griffey on the Celebration. We are going to have the City Connect Colorado Rockies just on the base. Go to Stuart Gates. Little last team closers luck there. We have Ripken Jr., Schwarber, Geloff, Zach Remillard. One of the White Sox and Tom Giuliano. I'm sure he's looking for Frank Thomas, but we'll see how Zach is this year. I don't know what the White Sox are doing. We have Garrett Cole, J.P. Sears, Bo Bichette, Ronald Acuna Jr. A little bit off center here. On the 155 out of $2.99 on the orange foil board. I don't know why he's playing winter baseball either. Got injured. David Sharples. I don't agree with it. A lot of Braves fans were defending him and saying he should play ball in the winter. I don't think he should, but that's just my personal opinion. We have George Brett, Maddox, Shane Bieber, Guerrero Jr., Alexis Diaz. We have Tatis Jr., Home Sweet Home McCutcheon, and that's going to be an 80 out of 299 going to the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's going to go to Stuart Gates and the Pirates. I just don't think the risk outweighs the reward to play winter ball. We have Garcia, Santos, Caminero. We have Ryan Mountcastle on the 1,393 out of 2024 for the Orioles. And Matt Puffenbarger. Mike Trout, Jose Soriano. We have Stone Garrett for the Nationals. And that's going to be a 65 out of 76. On the Stars and Stripes, red, white, and blue. I can't remember exactly what that's called. Either way, American flag in the background going to the Nats and Stuart Gates. We have Jeff Bagwell, Shohei Ohtani. Orioles, Sheehan, Ken Griffey Jr., Royce Lewis, Masataka Yoshida, Harper, and Alonso. Into the silver packs here. We have Ryan Sandberg, Gavin Williams. We have Freeman and Pete Alonso. We got Ichiro, Willie Mays, Sal Frelick, and another Ohtani, second Ohtani of the case. Third box here. Man, I know that the grading for some of these paper cards are going to be tough with the black background or with the black border, but man, I think with chrome, the cards are going to look beautiful, and I think that that'll all be fixed. Like, you're not going to have to worry about whitening of the corners or the edges or whatever else. Into box 3. Good luck to everyone. We have Pete Alonso, Logan Allen, Luciano, Nolan Arenado for the Cardinals. It's going to be a 1,523 out of 2024. Vladdy Jr., Raggins, Wynn, Griffey. We have Bobby Witt Jr. on the memorabilia. Royals. Strimsky, Nolan Shiano, Bo Jackson, Brendan Donovan on the 35 out of 199. Baseball Stars with the black stars. Going to the cards, we have Acuna Jr., Tyler Anderson, Chisholm Jr., Griffey Jr., Clemente Bethencourt, De La Cruz, and Campusano. Colton Cowser, J-Rod on the City Connect, just the base. Going to the Mariners and Ryan Graves. Altuve, Andrew Abbott. Chris Bryant, Max Scherzer, Bob Feller, Kyle Freeland for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. That's going to be 36 out of 73. On the black parallel, Cabrera, Ryan Jeffers, Chipper Jones, Ken Griffey Jr., J-Rod, Taylor Rogers, Guerrero Jr., and Alvarez. Into the silver packs here. Jordan Westburg, Mike Trout, J-Dom, and Fernando Tatis Jr. We have Sheehan. Sheehan needs to go over here. We got Chris Bryant, Andrew Abbott, and Barry Larkin. And that's going to be the third jumbo. I'll hit you up, Chris. Have a good night, man. So who do you guys think actually? The third autograph was Brendan Donovan, Mario, for the Cardinals. Baseball Stars, Brendan Donovan. Oh, Skeens? No. They have enough guys in the rotation to be decent. I don't think there's any reason to have him not pitch in the minors some. We have Kyle Tucker, Johnny DeLuca. We have Ozzie Smith, Arenado, India, Posey, Bobby Witt Jr. Someone gets hurt, he'll probably be the first guy up, but... And that's really only if they're being competitive. Like, if they're not competitive, there ain't no point for him to come up, period, so... Should always try to work on having control of some of your top guys. I don't know why there's 100s in that 130 box. Nice Bobby Witt on the home sweet home. That's going to be a 63 out of 75 going to the Royals and Mike Schmidt, Wilson Contreras, Mark McGuire. We got Jordan Wicks on the baseball stars. The Cubs go to Evan. We have Otani and Rafaela. We have Eddie Rodriguez, Kershaw, Bryson Stott, Yount, Ken Griffey Jr., Acuna Jr., Yanner Diaz, Sonny Gray, Rafael Devers on the Major League material for the Red Sox. And that's going to Stewart. J-Dom, Patrick Bailey, Lindor, Griffey, Abbott, Robinson, Juan Soto. We're going to have Anthony Rizzo on the green foil board. It's going to be 48 out of 499. Going to the Yankees. We have Outman, Castro, Freeman, Judge, Oscar Colas, Turner, Kessinger. On the bronze. Going to the Astros and Stuart Gates. And that's going to be a 1630 out of 2024. The home run challenge, J-Rod. You got Bobby Witt Jr., Francisco Lindor, Butler, and Tony Gwynn. I mean, it depends if they get back on schedule. It won't be for a little bit. We have Kyle Harrison, Mason Wynn, Corey Seager, and Sonny Gray. It's normally releases after Bowman. The middle of April, probably. It has released earlier sometimes, but last couple years it's been after Bowman. Bowman's normally like April, something, middle of April. And Finest will be like the end of April. But I think last year they released it late. Ken Griffey Jr. right there. Typically speaking, Inception's supposed to actually come out in March. Like the end of March is when Inception was originally released product-wise, and that got all jacked up because obviously Inception came out, like December, November last year. So like I said, I think that's why they canceled Triple Threads, was kind of to get the schedule fixed. Because if not, they'd be releasing Triple Threads like next month in the middle of like right next to like Tribute for 2024. That's going to be a nice autograph. See what box 5 brings us here. Acuna Jr., Jose Rodriguez, Acuna on the 1989, Acuna again, Rutschman, Cano, Devers, Merrill Kelly on the bronze. Votto, Morel, Corey Seager, Ted Williams, Jacob Amaya, Luis Robert, Ken Griffey Jr., and Nolan Jones on the 149 out of 199. Black to the Rockies and Stuart Gates. Tatis Jr., Mookie Betts, Correa. Fine Correa. We got Ichiro. Be a 10 out of 199 on the black border 1989. One of the Mariners and Ryan Graves. Nice hit there. I have Rodriguez, Rosarena, Betts, Carew, Reganifo, Willie Mays, Vinny Pasquantino on the 1989. Acuna Jr., Witt Jr., Soderstrom, Witt Jr., Isaiah Campbell, Matos, Luis Arraez on the bronze. Philly like Randy Orton here coming out of nowhere. And the Marlins, it's going to be a 1700 out of 2024. Yeah, Bailey Ober, green foil board 332 out of 499. Acuna Jr., Pete Alonso, Goldschmidt, and Ken Griffey Jr. Got Buster Posey, Evan White, Bo Bichette, and Verlander. Got Christopher Morel, Pete Crow Armstrong, Kershaw, and Ronnie Mauricio. Fifth jumbo. Let's get into it. Connor, you better stop, bud. Don't think if Tom won't let me on the mound in your catch, I won't throw one overhand at you. When you're not looking. You have a good night too, man. I was going to say. to box 6 here. We have J-Ram, Colton Cowser, Josh Jung, Goldschmidt. We have Otani, Matt Manning, CES, Gunnar Henderson, Musgrove, McCutcheon, Bench, Marco Luciano. We got Soto. Henry Davis for the Pirates on the Major League material. Go to Stuart Gates. Christian Javier on the bronze. Clayton Kershaw, Will Brennan. Jose Canseco. Evan Phillips for the Dodgers. There we go. $19.89. Marcus Semien, Tatis Jr., Aaron Judge, Griffey, Rutschman, Posey. We have October Specialist, Joey Votto. On the memorabilia going to the Reds. We have Nolan Arenado on the team border. One of the Cardinals and Billy. Nice hit there, Billy. These do well for every player. I was gonna say they're such good looking cards. Yo, if they put these in chrome, these are gonna be like one of the most highly sought after cards I think in the entire set. If they put these in chrome, and if they don't put them in chrome, they're missing the mark by a lot. We have Frelick, we have Josh Naylor, Shiano, Alonso, JD Martinez or JT Realmuto. We're going to have the American League leaders, which is the Angels, and I always give it to whoever's in first place. When they're low numbered, I do random it off. However, I don't have to because Tom owns 2/3 of the card. I don't know who has the Rangers. Is he the Rangers too? No, Billy does. I was gonna say, but Tom has. Where do I have things? Tom has the White Sox and the Angels. So I want to go to Tom Giuliano. It's more than 50% of the card. If it was a 3-way split, I would have put you guys in a group for anything that's low numbered, like 250 and under. Like the gold foils or whatever, just go to the leader. That's how we've been doing them the entire time. And I announced that before we started doing the breaks. We have Jose Altuve, Bautista, Grayson Rodriguez. We have Bay on the orange foil board on the 128 out of 299. I'm not a huge fan of them either, to be honest. It's not even from like a break aspect. I just think they're not the best cards. We're Jackie Robinson. I mean, the Pirates are never league leaders in anything, so why should I like the cards? We have CES for the Reds, Frank Thomas, Wade Boggs, and we're going to get a blue Trey Turner for the Phillies, 78 out of 150. That's going to go to Matt Stott. Stout. I already say your name, but probably butchering it. It's fine. We have Chipper Jones, Bagwell, Soderstrom, and Machado. And that's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. We have Trey Turner on the blue Mojo. We have the orange foil board Bay. Votto on the memorabilia. Javier on the bronze. Davis on the Major League material. Ober on the green foil board. Luis Arraez on the bronze. Vinny Pasquantino on the memorabilia. Nolan Jones out of 199 on the black memorabilia. Merrill on the bronze. Kessinger on the bronze. The green foil board Rizzo. We have Devers on the Major League Material. Home Sweet Home, Bobby Witt Jr. We have J-Rod on the City Connect. Nolan Arenado on the bronze. Mountcastle on the bronze. McCutcheon on the Home Sweet Home. Finnegan on the bronze. Bobby Witt Jr. on the 1989 memorabilia. Acuna Jr. on the orange foil board. Freddie Freeman on the black border. And Baker on the green foil board. Getting into stuff that's just either early in the break or on the hit board here. It should be. We have Nolan Arenado on the team border. League leaders on the American flag. We have Chris Bryant on the City Connect. Evan Phillips on the 1989. Topps Baseball. We have Stone Garrett on the American flag card. Acuna Jr. on the base memorabilia. 66 out of 199 on the Buster Posey black border. Trey Cabbage on the auto. Remilliard on the autograph. Jordan Wicks. Baseball Stars. Brendan Donovan on the Baseball Stars black. Then Ichiro on the black border 1989 autograph. And that's going to be the break. I appreciate y'all as always. For those that hit, congratulations. For those that didn't, better luck next time. We will run Topps Mixer number 78 here. Give me like 10 minutes or so to clean up everything, and I will be live with that one. I'll give you guys a tag if you're in it. I'll drop the links in the break post as always. Appreciate y'all.